Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone to the Public Works and Planning Committee meeting for November 4th, 2025. First, we'll have a roll call, please.
Commissioner Cush. Commissioner Piercy.
Here.
Commissioner P.
Here.
Commissioner James. Commissioner Dodd.
Here.
Commissioner Boyd.
Here.
Chairman Johnson.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Okay, we'll have approval of the minutes. Vice Chair Field.
Yes, thank you, Chairman. I've read the minutes and make a motion for their approval.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Commissioner James is not here at the moment. He may come in a little late, but if you would just keep his wife in prayers. She's had a procedure done today, and you just need your prayers. And glad to see Phil Dodd back tonight after his hip surgery. That's fantastic. And I'm glad to be off my cane and walker. So God is good. All right. No public comments? No, sir. Okay. Building Codes Director, Tanya Bell. Welcome.
Good evening, Chairman, Commissioners. I will start with the building permit report for the month of October. So in the month of October, we issued a total of 414 building permits. 64 of those were single-family dwellings for a grand total revenue of $241,210. And nothing surprising there. It's pretty similar to about this time last year. A little up from last month. Last month we had a slow month last month, so we're back on track this month. Our development tax and school facilities tax, we collected a total of $1,164,607.42. That brings this fiscal year's cumulative total to just better than $3 million. We had two development tax receipts, or two development tax permits this month for a total of $1,500. And if nobody has any questions on that, I'll move on to zoning enforcement. Zoning enforcement, we did a total of 148 inspections for the month of October. And that concludes my report.
Okay, do we have any questions?
Yes, Chairman. I'm sorry, Mike.
Tanya, everything going well in your department?
Everything's good. We are continuing to work on the code adoption. I told you a little bit last month. We were going to move forward with the 24 code adoption. You may or may not know that the code is written or republished every 3 years. We are required by the state of Tennessee to stay within 7 years of the most recent published code, and the most recent one will be out in January 27. We are currently under the 2018, so waiting till the 27 puts us out of sync with the state, or out of, I guess, law. So myself, the City of Murfreesboro, Town of Smyrna, City of Laverne, and the City of Eagleville are all working together. We anticipate doing an adoption in early spring. So I'll bring that to you probably January's meeting to go before the Commission February and March for an effective date of April 1.
Okay. Commissioner Dodd.
Thank you, Chairman. And you did mention that your building permits have settled. I think we had 90-something a couple of months ago, and then a 40 and a 60. So despite those fluctuations, do you think average for the year, are we trending the same?
I hate to even try and predict what's going to happen.
It just
Honestly,
felt so erratic.
Yes, one month I see, like last month, we were less than a third of what we were the same month the previous year and the previous month. And then this year, we're back to normal again. So It's really hard to predict. Doug might be able to give you a better idea of what lots are available out there, you know, and how plats are, you know, at Planning Commission and what he's seeing there. That might give us a better idea of what our spring and summer look like of next year.
And the other comment, the adequate facilities tax is trending towards a $9 million a year.
So sure,
would-
we're definitely seeing an
Which would
increase
so
on it.
exceed, we were at 6 million when it was a development tax. And so the lull between paying it at the end of the project seems to have settled. You feel
Correct.
comfortable?
Yeah, we're definitely seeing an uptick in that. We're seeing the ones that the permits that we issued in October, November, starting now to, COs are being issued and stuff on them, and we're collecting the back end of that school facilities tax, which is why we're seeing the increase.
Any other questions?
Motion to approve her report.
Motion and a second to approve the report. All in favor? Aye. All opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great evening.
Have a good night. Okay, we have Solid Waste and Convenience Centers report. Director Davis. Good evening.
Good evening. I am your interim solid waste director, here to report on the activities of our department this month. My name is Matt Davis. In the month of October 2025, Rutherford County Solid Waste managed 156.39 tons of brush for a revenue of $4,765. We managed 1,096 tires for a revenue of $2,419. This makes a total landfill revenue of $7,184. In October, we managed waste from all sources totaling 3,175.7 tons, including 2,249.74 tons from convenience centers, 506 tons from schools. We collected 419.52 tons of recycling from all sources. That makes our residential diversion rate 13.21% for last month. Towards the end of my report on your iPads, kind of details what I'm going to get into here. Last month, the transfer station processed 9,288.5 tons of waste. 89.9.1% of tonnage was from customers with account, and just over 10% was from retail customers. The solid waste origin report required by Tennessee Code Annotated 68-211-862 was submitted on time to TDEC. From July 1st to September 30th, 84.36% of the waste we processed came from Rutherford County. The remainder came from Wilson, Williamson, David, Cannon, and Maury counties. This concludes my report.
Okay, questions?
Thank you. The items you just read off, are they in here?
I'm sorry?
The items you just read off, I couldn't catch. Are they part of the physical report we have here?
Yes.
Okay.
They're towards the end of here. It's got a table. I think it's the next to last page.
Okay.
Looks like this.
Have you received waste this quarter? That first question at the top.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Any other questions? We have a motion
Second.
and a second to approve the report. All in favor? Aye. All opposed?
Matt, quick question. What is the diversion that the state requires us to do? I noticed you said we have about 13.2%.
So that covers our residential. The entire county, including commercial and industrial, right now that requirement is 25%.
Well, I was thinking that it was around 25% is what the state requires. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and we are making that.
We have the last several years. The industry is a lot higher than residential on the recycling numbers or diversion.
How are you getting the industry numbers?
It's reported, some of them do it directly to TDEC, and it applies under our county, and some of it we have to gather by contacting the companies. We do that the first quarter of the year usually.
Okay, so you're not getting that monthly. That's why the 13%. Okay, that explains that. And then I'd asked you specifically for out-of-county waste, and it looks like it's 15.64% out-of-county. It's coming into the transfer station?
Yes.
Okay. And has the mayor said that's what he wants to do, is bring in this out-of-county trash? Is that what we are, as a commission, have agreed to do, as far as you know?
As far as I know, yes. I mean, I would say I've never been told otherwise.
I, for one, don't want it, but I'm only one. But I would like to discuss this.
Absolutely.
At just about every meeting that we've had in discussion of that, of out-of-county, we've gone back and forth on whether we'll have out-of-county or not, and I've continually said that it's my opinion that we'll always have out-of-county. The way it was presented to us, I didn't see any other way, and I don't know if we ever took a vote on whether or not we would have out-of-county or not. But
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. You know, personally, I feel like the out-of-county that we should be taking would be Coffee, Warren County, Camden County, you know, the ones that are in our region. So those I'd understand. But, you know, you got Wilson, Williamson, Davidson, and Maury there. So.
right, yeah.
And those are the ones we know about.
Right. Any other questions? Okay. Did you have anything else, Matt?
No, sir.
Did you want to mention G Street or not?
I can talk about that.
Okay.
So we are teeing up some improvements at the G Street Smyrna Convenience Center. I have bids in, and I think we'll be doing a little paving over there. We just anticipate more volume there, so we are taking steps to be able to accommodate that better. Hopefully have a better throughput of cars through the center and less traffic backing up onto the street. There's a third lane coming into the compactor area being paved, and there will be some additional striping and other safety improvements on the site. The paving will be pretty soon. We'll see improvements, I would say, continue into the first quarter of the year.
Thank you, Matt, for addressing that. I just want to say I really appreciate Matt and Adam Dodd, and the mayor has come on board with this idea of making G Street better, and it's going to make it a lot better. And I appreciate all of you for addressing that and taking care of that for the county.
Thank you.
So that's all we got. Thank you.
Thank you.
Matt, before you leave, Mr. Chairman, if I could ask, there's been press over the last couple of weeks, Murfreesboro and Republic, about smells and that kind of thing. You have any comments? Do you smell it? Does it bother you? Blah, blah, blah.
I mean, I definitely smell it a lot of mornings when I come into the county landfill. I think it's very noticeable. It just from my experience, it feels stronger in the morning when I come in early, where in the middle of the day, I don't think I notice it. I would say there's a lot of speculation as to why it works that way, but I don't have anything concrete I could say about that.
Thanks, Matt.
Any other questions? Okay. Thank you, Matt.
One thing, I do want to say thank you for giving me the percentages of out-of-county waste coming in. Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Matt, did you say that's on a quarterly report to the state?
Yes.
And when you do that to the state, you're going to bring it to us too? Because I think someone asked for monthly, but hopefully quarterly will be
Yeah,
sufficient.
TDEC requires it quarterly from us. I mean, if the commission asks for different, or this committee, I'll be glad to comply.
Personally, I'm good with quarterly, but anyone else can chime in on that.
Well, I mean, he's got the numbers there. We can look at them monthly, as far as I'm concerned. But,
Yeah.
if you don't want to see them, you don't have to.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Planning and Engineering, Director Doug Demosi. Evening, Doug.
Good evening.
Yeah,
It's
morning.
morning somewhere. Good evening, Commissioners. Doug Demosi, Planning Director for the county. We just have our regular reports to go over tonight. The first is our available lot inventory. You'll see that our current available lots is 979. That's down a little bit from last month, up from this time last year. To kind of piggyback onto what Director Bell was saying a little earlier, this year, as far as plat and plan submittals has been concerned, it's probably been a little bit of a slower year for us. We do have, we still have quite a bit of activity going on, as I know Commissioners Cush and Phillips can attest to, being on the Planning Commission. But just from an overall volume standpoint, I don't think we've seen as much. Now, interestingly enough, next month, not next week's Planning Commission meeting, but next month's meeting, at our last deadline, we received several larger subdivision sections as final plats that will be coming to the Planning Commission for consideration next month of existing subdivisions. We also have a few preliminaries in the hopper right now that are kind of making their way through. So we are seeing activity, just maybe not to the extent that we've seen in some years past. So what we've looked at here from an available lot inventory standpoint, we were in the range somewhere between 1,000 and 1,100 for about this first 6 months of this year. For the last few months, we've been anywhere from between 900 to 1,000, really, and this is on a little bit of the higher end. But anyway, that's kind of where we are from just a subdivision plan and plat standpoint and the available lots. Does anybody have any questions on that? If not, I will go into our rezoning report. We will have 2 public hearings for your consideration next week. First is for property located along Shelbyville Pike. Caleb Gentry is the applicant, 3698 Shelbyville Pike is the address, asking for rezoning to commercial services. He would like to zone the property to use it as a fence business. He would construct a small office near the front of the property and then use the back of the property for material and equipment storage. There is a concept plan that is on your iPads as part of the rezoning report. Of course, this is not a plan development. It's not binding, but it does give you an idea of what he's looking to do. This is, again, along Shelbyville Pike. Since this is a federal/state road, they'll have to have TDOT approval for any new or improved access points. So that's something that we're working with the state on, should this application be approved. You're not going to see a median crossover here in front of this property. There are some in the area. The closest one's about 600 feet to the north, and there's one 300 feet to the south, so you're not going to see another one, so you'll be looking at a lot of right-in, right-out type traffic. For the type of business he's operating, probably fairly limited traffic for that. And then our landscaping and performance standards would also apply. The Planning Commission did have some questions regarding the screening and buffering of the property and if fencing would be required. We did go through our standards for buffering and fences and the type of fences that would be allowed for that. There were some questions about septic soil and if the existing house would be used as rental property. The applicant's representative stated his client would possibly use it as an office, but not for rental purposes. So following those questions, the public hearing, nobody spoke at it. The Planning Commission did recommend approval by a unanimous vote. Our second application is for property along West Jefferson Pike. It's at 1218. This is at the intersection of West Jefferson Pike and Roanoke Drive. This is Stephanie Macca. Commissioners will probably recognize this property. The plan development for Macca Villa was approved back in November of 2022 for an event venue such as weddings, receptions, church functions, and those kind of things. The Planning Commission looked at a site plan for this back in March of 2023, and certificate of occupancy was granted in January of 2024. The applicant's proposing to make an amendment to that plan development. She would like to add a second building for use as a ceremony chapel to the property for wedding ceremonies. This would allow for indoor weddings, should weather become an issue. It would also allow her to dedicate the existing wedding barn for receptions, which would ease any logistical concerns for having the both weddings and the receptions in the same building. She's also proposing some, what she's calling pop-up pizza, pop-up events, culinary classes, and things like that. On-site catering as well has been added to the pattern book. There is a concept plan in the pattern book. The pattern book is on your iPads. They are proposing about a 2,000 to 2,500 square foot building. Again, I can go into as much or as little detail as you want with this, but the pattern book is on your iPads for your review. The Planning Commission did have some questions about the proposed building, whether it would have the same soundproofing specifications as the existing building. It was answered that it would. There was also some questions about the septic system on the property. Matt Taylor, their representative from SEC, had stated that they installed a new system in the existing building that's there, and everything seems to be operating appropriately. There was one person that did speak during the public hearing, had some concerns about noise and traffic issues in the area. There were a couple others that spoke that also said they didn't have any issues with what the applicant was proposing. Following the public hearing, the Planning Commission did ask to verify that there was no proposed increase in the number of attendees, and that was confirmed. There was also some discussion about whether any complaints had been had regarding the facility. Our building codes director stated she hadn't received anything formal. I did state during the meeting that we had received several phone calls about some of the issues out there that were discussed really during the meeting. There was also some other discussion about the pop-up, pizza pop-ups, and the clarification of the usage of the access points and traffic control. I don't usually put the minutes of the Planning Commission's meeting in here, but these had been approved already, so I went ahead and added them just for a little bit of background information for you as you're looking at your agenda packets as well. Following that discussion, the Planning Commission did recommend approval, but it was a vote of 9 for and 2 against. So those are the 2 applications that will be coming before you next week. We do have a separate report after my report's done that our Assistant County Engineer will make, but I thought maybe you'd want to take this part first, and then we can handle that part in a little bit. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
No questions? Okay. We have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor? Aye. All opposed?
As I stated, Mr. Chairman, if it's acceptable to you, I'm going to have Jared Bonar, our Assistant County Engineer over construction, to come up to present a resolution for a project, TDOT project on Bradyville Pike.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. What I have is a resolution of support. The Department of Transportation is proposing to replace the bridge over Murray Creek on State Route 99, Bradyville Pike. And basically what they need is a resolution of support from the county for this project to happen. So that's what I bring before y'all tonight, this evening.
Mr. Dodd.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman. Are you in support, is Rutherford County Engineering in support of the expansion? Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the resolution. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I do want to state there's no money from the county involved in this. It's all state funding.
I saw that first. I would have jumped to that conclusion.
Thank you.
Thank you. Highway Department, I don't believe we have a report tonight from the Highway Department. So, any other business? Tomorrow, out at the transfer station, there'll be, some of us will meet out there and just to kind of walk around, get an idea of what's going on. Director Matt Davis has agreed to kind of fill us in on the operations out there. And Tom Brandon from Waste Management will also be there. Nothing official, just a meet-up, kind of a meet and greet, and kind of swap ideas, find out if there's anything new going on, and see where we could be going in the future out there. So, there's still several that have not been out there, so it'd be a good time to come and kind of swap some ideas. So that'll be at 10:30 in the morning at the transfer station, and anybody can come out there that wants to, because it's just an unofficial gathering of minds. As you all know, we have a ongoing problem. We're probably the worst in the state, or at least close to it as far as recycling. Please, everyone, recycle. It's not that hard, and I'd beg to differ with anyone that says that, well, I don't have time. There's going to be a time that everybody's going to have to take time, and it's going to cost. Right now, it doesn't cost you anything but a little bit of time, but you hear of the problems with the landfills and space being used up. Well, it's because main reason is nobody's recycling, or people are not recycling. Many are, but many are not. If you're on this committee, I'd say, if you're not recycling, why are you not? If you're not recycling, you're part of the problem. A problem that this committee is trying to look at and help. And I would hope that you all recycle, at least if you're on this committee or on this commission. Kind of hard to fix a problem if you're part of it. So another thing is, I don't know if you can see this, but I don't litter, and I hope you don't. And the people that are watching this, please teach your kids not to litter. And if you haven't learned by now, please take this advice. Don't litter. There again, if you're littering, you're part of the problem. So help us out. Do not litter and recycle. Thank you very much. Our next meeting will be December 2nd, 2025. I had 24 on here. We stand adjourned.